What is up? It is 10:02 and it is the 16th of October. Today I woke up and I had made a video the night before talking about how I wanted to attack the day, waking up at 5:30 a.m. and actually this time following through with my plan for the day. And a plan is a good start, but actually following and sticking to that plan and then making sure no one else takes out that plan and you conform to other people's plans, that is the challenge. So woke up 5:30, did what I had to do, did my homework, went on a run, came back, went to school, and day started out well, but slowly things started going more and more negative for me. And I was kind of receiving some a negative comment from a friend. They may have not noticed at the time. It's just friends, and then receive another negative interaction, and then it was kind of just from those two, I was kind of just in a negative spot. If you've ever been placed in that, people trying to put you down, or something doesn't really go right your way, and it kind of feels like the best way to describe it would be the day is just going kind of unsmooth. And so I know I have a purpose for that day, and I know what needs to be done, but still, it would be better if things were going exactly how they should be. And saying it like that, then you're forced to say well, things aren't going to be always how they should be and always how you want them to be, but you're not thinking that at the time. So then I was walking out of school, and I go out of school and I come back from my retail marketing class. But I was walking out of school, and some kid was walking towards me and he telling me shut the F up. He looked at me and just said shut the F up. And I've seen him around, and he's kind of joking guy, and he just said that kind of in a laughing, joking way. And I took it in a joking way, of course, but and then to respond in a joking way, I looked at him and said, "What'd you say?" And I pulled my shirt up as if I had it on me, had that piece on me. And then we were just joking, but then just by him saying that, I know he didn't mean any bad intention, of course, but just because I had already been thinking in that moment when he said that to me, I had already been thinking man, I'm kind of upset, this day is kind of a bit negative. And then I look up, I look at this guy, because I'm making direct eye contact, and I don't look down. I'm not not trying to be like that, but I don't look down. I look at the person. So then it just says that, and so then I go to my bike, and I'm wow, it's really negative. And then get home, I'm gonna do some work before I go to my retail marketing class, and I'm just can't focus really, and I just had to take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. And first thing I think is, what I can do right now is journal, because journaling, I need to get what I'm feeling out somehow, you know what I mean? So I journal, it helps a bit, but then I'm I need to meditate. So I search up some guided meditation, I scratch the meditation, I'm trying to find a video for talking about this. And I found this dude, and he kind of looks more like a hippie kind of guy. And he was basically talking about, stopping those negative loops that we get in. We have a negative cycle where we develop negative habits and then get into new ones for a bit, and then negative habits. And the title of the video was from now on, you're going to stop negative habits. And what he was talking about is reinforcing it just by one positive action and thought, and acting on that can put in a positive loop instead of a negative loop. And so then, I took some reflection on that, and I went to my retail and marketing class, and I was feeling a little bit better. And I was talking with my friend about this, saying they didn't really go very well, but I'm trying to get through it. Give me some positive encouragement, because this is one of my good friends. And then as I finished my retail marketing class and I'm walking back to my bike, I'm walking towards the gate to my bike, and I see in the classroom next to me, there's a janitor who's cleaning the classroom. And I walk past the classroom, and I get a thought in my mind. I'm what if I just went to him and said, I appreciate what you do. Just that. I just had that little thought in my mind. And I walked for like 3 more steps, and then I just stopped there, like in the middle, trying to get to the gate, almost at the gate. I stopped there. I'm looking at the gate, and I'm like, breathe out. And I turn around and I walk to the classroom, because I was thinking, I said, well, I had that thought, but if I don't act on that thought now, right, I'm just going to keep going in my negative day. But I want to break it with a positive action, and hopefully there's going to be, a positive, I guess, domino effect throughout the day. That's what I was hoping for. I was just thinking, like, a way to be positive going to make me feel better about myself. I mean, not to say, like, being positive people is only for you. In a way it is, but yeah, so I went and I walked to the ramp, because there's a ramp to this classroom. I walked to the ramp and I looked in, and I've seen this guy actually. Like, this is one of the janitors I've seen. I had talked to him, like, an interaction last year, and I had, like, went to ask him about something, and this is the guy who told me, like, he just said, what? Like, said it, like, very, like, when I approached him, he was already like, what? Like, expecting I'm gonna, like, I don't know, say something rude to him. And so then, it's the same guy, right? So then I walk up the ramp, I look in, same guy, he looks at the door, comes to the door, and he's like, what? Like, says the exact same thing again. And then I smile at him, I'm like, hey, I just wanted to say that I appreciate what you do. And then he was like, he like took a second, and then he was just like, what? And I was like, I just wanted to say, bro, like, then he said, like, oh, I thought, like I was like, then he was telling me, like, oh, I was like, I wonder where you were coming up the ramp for. And I was like, nah, man, I just wanted to give you some positive encouragement. And he's like, hey, have a good day, young man. And so then I said, you too. And so then I walked away. And then, not to be like, all self-righteous, saying that, like, oh, I spread positivity today, like I'm better, but just, I'll say that just that made not only his day, I hope it made his day, but that, like, directly impacted my day, and I felt so much better after that. I just felt so much more positive. I felt like on a positive, like, streak. I just wanted to go up to people and tell them to have a nice day, you know what I mean? And, and then, so then I ended up, earlier in the day, I was kind of trying that, without realizing. I was trying to be positive to one of my friends, and then, texted me, like, later, like, I didn't text him or anything unannounced, and he was like, texting me like, hey, I just want to thank you for being there for me. I didn't say anything beforehand, so I texted him back, oh no, of course, man. So we had that little conversation. But then I was thinking, like, just me by doing that, like, is there a direct correlation of, like, maybe the energy, not to sound, this kind of sound kind of weird, but, like, the energy, like, I'm giving off when you're being positive to other people, it's gonna come back towards you. And so I'm thinking, like, it's a good thing, because this is a way to convert my negative into positive. I'm not saying that it always has to be positive, because it's not going to be, and I realize that. But just a way to kind of change and break the cycle of me just thinking in a negative way and putting myself down, but bringing up other people and bringing myself up as well. Yeah, I just wanted to share that today. Hopefully that wasn't too long of a story, but that was one of the things where, today I'm going to start doing more, is positively encouraging other people, and in the process, making my day better and making their day better. So it's a win-win. And I know that kind of sounds like corny, cringy, telling people, like, oh, have a good day, or like, oh, I appreciate you, but it's little things where you start realizing that, like, how much people do for you, like something like a janitor, or like your mom, and like, when my mom comes home and I'm like, Mom, thank you so much, and this, and then that brings a smile on her face, that just, like, lightens my day as well. And so, and I'd heard this, like, a while back from a video from a YouTuber, Hamza, saying, like, you need go and he, like, said in the middle of the video, go and, like, tell your mom that you love her and that you appreciate her. And then, just thinking back on that, like, how useful that was, and that skill is amazing. But other than that, I had made the video yesterday because I had a bunch of things on my whiteboard, things I needed to accomplish. I just want to show you that whiteboard today. Everything is scratched out. I still have math homework from today. I mean, I caught up on all my math homework except the one from today. So I still have that to finish, but my mind is like mentally checked out. I was trying to do it, but I couldn't even figure out like 4 times 4. And I was like I was mentally done. So I'm waking up early tomorrow to do it. But guys, we're back on the goals. We're back on setting these things. I'm pushing me. I'm pushing my friends. I'm pushing myself. And we're trying to get better every day. And, you know, as I make more videos and, you know, of goals that I'm set and goals that I accomplish, I want to look back on these times and look back on these videos, you know, and see what I was going through and see the process in my head of what I was thinking. And, you know, today was a good day, but I want to try to my best for tomorrow to be grateful for things that I have and the people around me. And sometimes, you know, I'm trying not to think this today during the day. I'm trying to think like, no, I need to be grateful. And it's easier said than done because it's like, or just how do you be grateful? It's like thinking about how much people have done for you and what you don't really think about, how this has gotten here, like your food, people who had to like go through this whole system, this whole process, this whole thing just so it can get to your plate. Like that thing to be grateful for, and just that you're eating to be grateful for. And so little things like that, like that's my goal for tomorrow, is to find ways to be more grateful, spread more positivity. And tomorrow I'm going to start thinking about ways to get ahead, not only in school, but in my goal eventually of being admitted into the Air Force Academy. So that's all for today. I'm going to upload this video, and hopefully I start uploading more videos that are more complex than just these random journal videos. But yes, I said, I'll see you guys.